はいどうも、ユースミートのジェシカと、
だだ。
じゃあ今回はね、待ちに待った同期の死球に会いに行きましょうか。
楽しみだな。
ワクワクがすごいよね。
気になるもんね。
ね。SCP-660 ってやつなんだね。あ、今回はあれなのかな？もう、これでおしまい？同期の死球。
そうなんだ。
あ、終わっちゃった。もう違う SCP の話になってる。会いに行けないのか。
見たかったよね。
ね。あ、終わっちゃった、仕事。一個一個また体験できると思ったら、残念だな。セミナー？怪しいセミナー？
儲けられるんじゃない？ビジネスで。
有名人？ SCP に役立つ経験や知識は有名人持ってんの？あ、SCP 財団内の有名人ってことね。なるほど。これはまたあれだな、実際に俺が体験する話かな、これ。
そうじゃない？やべえ、サムネイルなんだ。
何これ。ファンミーム。記憶喪失まで。こっちの方が気になるな。いきますか。久々のなんかこの動画だね。
ね。
新人研修以来か。
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of
CM みた
people.
いな入りするじゃん。
ね。
Today I'm going
家
to
の
tell you a
CM？
story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story.
絵本の話かな？
The
これ。
story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
全然怖い話じゃないっぽいけどな。
One day, out of nowhere, Daniel
これ。
had a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry.
水暴走ね。
To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the
懐かしいな、そ
principal,
の単
had
語。
him isolate in an attic.
小学生の時のね、
In the
流行り病だもんね。
all on his own.
あと、リンゴ病だっけ？
何それ？
え？あ、おたふくとか。
ああ、あったね。
うん。
すごいきれいきれいの
あ
キャラクター。
めっちゃわかる、それ。え？操作すんの？俺。
Daniel was reluctant at
いるか？
first,
今の D。
今の素材いるか？
and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced
リコーダーかな？
the
これ。
whistle.
そうじゃない。
え？
持ち方独特だけど。
待って、俺がやんの？リコーダーを。急にオートゲー？
マジ？ここで来るじゃん。お、
俺苦手だよ。あ、間違えた。待って待って待って。D。F？ あ、なるほどね。
やばい。
オッケーオッケーオッケー。オッケーオッケー。しかも笛の音じゃないんだね。ポンっていう音なんだね。
Suddenly, he heard some
リズムも微
strange
妙だし。
noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
違うゲームに迷い込んじゃったな、俺ら。
ね。
こんなファンタジーなゲーム知らないんだけど。
あ、動かせる。
急に見に行くことにしたんだよね。
すげえ、なんか、絵本って感じの絵のタッチだね。
すごいね、なんか。
ね。あ、これかな？
It was a mousetrap.
ネズミと
And there was a red origami paper dragon
どういうこと？
inside of it.
助けてあげよ
Daniel carefully removed it.
う。お
It was marvelous and beautiful.
ドラゴンは何に引っかかったんだろうね。
Was part of its wing
ネ
was
ズミ
thin,
捕りの餌は何だったんだろう。
but Daniel found a way to repair it.
おお、なになになになに？ああ、選ぶんだ。ホチキス。
これ何？
これ、
それ何？
一個だけ選べるのかな？あ、こうだ。あ、違う？ホチキス？
Mm-mm.
あ、うん、違うって言われたわ。
うん。
オッケーオッケー。
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below.
もうリコーダーの練習やめてんじゃん。
あ、子供はね、すぐ興味が他のものに移っ
He
ちゃうから。
played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
あ、寝
In
ちゃ
the
った。
warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Is it? Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
なんか、風の時に見る夢みたいな意味わからん展開。これか？え、強い。
何追っかけっこしてんねん。
待て待て待て。あ、捕まえた。
Just as he was about to seize the
俺ら
rolling
ゲー
paper
ム間違え
ball,
たこれ。
間違えたかも。
terrible sparks erupted from it
あ、やっと来た
おっ。
SCP。
before his very eyes.
いやでも
おー
ファンタジーだな。
Began to grow
でかくなってってる。
and bigger.
ドラゴン助けて。
At that moment, a red figure suddenly
ドラゴーン名前つけよ
The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into
や
a
ば、ガチで
cardboard
子供の
box.
なんか妄想の世界みたいな。
Daniel studied the red figure carefully.
この昨日助けてもらったドラゴンですっていうのかな
It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful
マイクみたいにリコーダー持つのやめて
一個保っ
closer
て
to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away.
なんで昨日一緒に遊んだじゃん
Daniel had an idea.
No.
うん
He took out his penny
Oh.
whistle and slowly played a tune.
練習の成果見せたれ俺が見せるのか
ゲームズになってんじゃない？
苦手よ俺こういうのミサ
あ
ドラゴンついてくれないミサミサ俺この間ね人生で初めてゲームセンターで太鼓の達人やったのなんかやったことなかったねめちゃめちゃあれでパンパンになるねマジか
あれ音ゲーってか決めよう。
あ、違うね
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
折り紙でドラゴン作るのなかなかすごいな
やばい
今更だけど 1枚でできんのか
Paper
な。
Dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend,
え
after many long years,
声どうした
finally meet again.
渋すぎるな。
How has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful
妙なる音色。
of that instrument.
あんま上手くなかったから妙だ
We
な。
ought to take precautions,
Hold on.
as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room
何を
works?
言ってるんだ。
You're welcome to visit anytime.
急にわからんこと言うんです。
ね
Paper then changed back into the shape of a paper
あ、
dragon.
喋れないから
Flew into the
ドラゴンの
cardboard
形
box.
から神に
The
なったの
box
かな。
closed shut,
か
and a
な。
calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
何書くの ?Here? B? ドラゴンズ。だがなんだよ。
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to
あ
play
あ、
with
仲良し
Daniel.
だな。
During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends
友
to
達
the
を
paper dragon.
ドラゴンに紹介。ほー。人間の友達
い
My
や、
cat's name is Mrs. Carter.
ああ、猫か。
Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
へえ。平和。あ、ワン
Cats
コ
too. This is Jessica's pet.
公爵。
He doesn't like rain.
俺のペット
Only smoked sausages for
Uh.
his face. And now we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your
ああ、
name?
生意気になるな。
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
ああ。会話してたのにな、途中。
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you
ホイ
Penny?
ッスル。
I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
待って待って、ホイッスルって名前つけたのにペニーって呼ばれてんのうん、わけわからん。えなんか始まったよ。取ってこい。
しかも公式の野球ボールなんだ。
ね。いいね、なんか。キャッチすごいな。返して。もっと離れる？え、もう返してくれなくなっちゃった。
ね。
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
おあ、なんだっけ
A stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open,
やばい。
and thick clouds of smoke billowed out,
あ、
followed by several paper
動く
balls.
紙玉。
やばい。
ホイッスル助けてくれ。
Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell
Oh.
without a formal goodbye,
悲しい。
Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle day in and day out.
割れた窓ガラスはどうなったんだ？
治ってるな。
校長先生が直してくれたのかな？
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
ホイッスル？
やばい、地震じゃん。
やばい。
Huh?
あれ？
うん。
One,
あ、いっぱいいる。仲間が。
four. This time there were 4 paper dragons. But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
笛で援護するのか？
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other.
燃えてる。
やばい。
やばい。
Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power.
いけ、頑張れ、頑張れ。
The paper dragon transformed into a great eagle
ビーム。
straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball.
体当たりのレベルマックス。
Then came another paper dragon.
やばい。いなくなっちゃう、ドラゴンが。
The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper.
悲し
And
い。
silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once
答
again
えだったの
to
か。
the attic.
ね。
Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded.
助けてあ
He
げよう。
rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
大丈夫か？ダニエルじゃねえ。あ、元気になった。あれ、あともう一匹。あ、いた。
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
見てろ見てろ。練習の成果見してやるよ。
あ、またここで来るんだね。
ノーミスでいったわ。ね。どうした？あ、マジだマジだ。
あ、なるほど。
やばい、入んないで。マジだ。自分の声聞こえなかった今。今一番の盛り上がりのところ。
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
ウサギが。わー、リアル。あ、紙が落ちてきた。
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
うわ、いっぱい。もう読み尽くせないよ。
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants
巨人？
have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room. for it is the last remaining entryway
へえ。
into your world.
そしたらもう会えなくなっちゃうんじゃない？
Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart
本
forever,
当か？
and we will never forget
あ、
our
結局自分を守ってくれるの？
protecting you.
この世界をとかじゃなくて。
ね。
At that moment, the paper dragons
ああ、帰っ
flew
てっちゃっ
back
た。
into the box.
いつまでこの子隔離されてるの？
Daniel
ね。
still couldn't fully understand what the
水
paper
暴走
dragons
長す
had
ぎない？
meant. He had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again.
悲しい。
A few days later, Daniel's chicken
ああ、
pox
治った
had
んか。
fully
ああ、
recovered.
もっとよかったよかっ
He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
うわ
た。急にお片付けが始まった。
ー。いやー、あいつと一緒にキャッチボールしたの楽しかったな。この笛もしまったら、もう演奏することはないんだろうな。
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2!
あ、
A
地震。
massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then,
Oh.
countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box.
やばい。
However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
やばいやばいやばい。どうしたらいい？
手当てできんな。
手当てができない。あ、待って。急げ。治れ。元気になれ。元気になれ。元気になってくれ。
赤いやつはどこにいるんだ？
なんだこれ。
なんだそれ。それ悪者じゃないか。
うわー、神玉が。うわー。
All swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
やばい。
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room.
先生は心配に見に来ないのか？
Slowly emerged
確かに。
from the cloud,
あいつ、序盤しか出てこない。
became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger! Now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty! Are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back.
いけ。
上で対抗しろ。
At this critical moment, two paper dragons
あ、またビームだ。
brilliant
うわ、
together. They heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons,
いや、
but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple.
そんな簡単には倒せないでしょ、こいつ
The
は。
giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger.
どうしよ
It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no
う。
match
もう
for it.
俺が体当たりするしかない。
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
あ、
The paper dragons
最初の
now
ドラ
all
ゴン
but
が
defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
American だな。
The huge explosion
今の
from the
バーン。
impact drowned out everything else in the attic.
え、水浸し？
どういうこと？
The
どこから
attic
水が
rained
発生したん
down
だ？
with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps
あ
of the paper dragons.
ホイッスル。
Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
あとはどこだ？あ、え、
急に始まったな。
パズル？
簡単だな。
ちょろいわ。
Goodbye, my friend.
ああ、悲しい。あと、筆記体が綺麗すぎる。俺、読めねえ、これ。
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
これ最後に演奏して終わんじゃないの俺。
いや、あるな。
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform
独
a
奏。
penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly
マイ
With
ク？
Me.
始まったな。
始まった。
音量注意だな。
下げとこ
集中して何も喋れないかもしれない俺。
う。頑張ってくれ。
あ、思い出が
に出てくるな。譜面外に。
あんま見れねえ。
おー、ナイス処理。
ああ、まだ平和な時。
綺麗綺麗の方しか見えないからね。なんか
やめろやめろ。ミスるから。いや、これ泣いちゃうんじゃないダニエル。演奏終わったら思い出して泣いちゃうよ。あ、ドラゴン。 ありそうだけど。
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever
あ
into
あ、あれ
eternity.
が SCP なんだ。
なんか、
へー
長えな、この物語。
ね。
なんか、ちゃんと絵本聞いちゃった。
うん。っ
に入った。
ていうか、最後の最後、音楽うるさすぎて、ナレーション聞こえなかったんだけど。どうしました、ボス。緊急任務。おう。えあ、評価されてるじゃん。
お
まあちょっと
いいね
調子乗っちゃおうかな。
昇級が。
覚えておけ。おっとこれは、難しいのが来るんじゃない？
資料の整理で、そんな、やられるか。
いや、D クラス職員がやってるよ。
なるほど。
意識侵入作戦。読むか
このレポートには多くの内容が含まれている。
いやー、なに魔女計画
気になるな、それ。
ね。